Hello everybody, my name is Chris Toll. I'll be doing a presentation on the laundry industry. For this assignment, we were supposed to do a professional presentation on something that we're involved in professionally, entrepreneurially, or something that we're interested in socially. I decided to do this presentation on the laundry industry because that's the industry that I'm looking to target in the near future when I hope to start my new product and delve into the entrepreneurial world. So just to begin, I'm just going to give a brief history and kind of the evolution of how things have changed over time with the laundry industry and how there's been a significant change from a long time ago to now. So to begin, when people first started washing their clothes, it was all hand washed. It was all natural products. People used rocks, abrasive sand to kind of scrub or just to remove the dirt from their clothes. And then they were rinsed in natural bodies of water like streams or ponds or something like that. And then eventually it moved into hand washing it into tubs, or as I have an image above, as a washboard. Those are just kind of the basic, very simple ways that people would clean their clothes in the early days. So now, in 1797, this is when the first washing machine was ever created. It was a hand crank manual machine where an item of clothing would be inserted into a press, and this hand crank would rotate and then kind of clean it through doing the sand and the rock abrasive cleaning motions that you would do. So it's kind of that same motion, but in the form of a machine. And then, almost a century later, that's when we've had the first electric washing machine. In 1908, they called it the Thor. It was the first electric washing machine, pretty much the same concept as the press. Same concept, but electric. So again, that shows that kind of that change from hand washing in a stream with rocks and sand to now you have an electric washing machine. So similar to washing your clothes, drying was all done with natural elements, so just leaving your clothes out to dry by air. In the early 1800s, they introduced what they called a ventilator, where it was a metal barrel with inserts where you would put your clothing into it that you wish to be dried, and it would rotate over an open fire. So it would provide that heat, and that's really how, that was the first non-electric machine to use to dry your clothes. And then, again, right around the same time as the electric washing machine, shortly after, 7 years after that, the electric dryer machine was introduced. So again, I just use that history, that evolution to kind of show how things have changed over time. And this is just 1915. And things, it's amazing what things are to come. So for my product that I hope to introduce in the future, I know the audience, some of you are aware of it and some of you are not. My product really focuses on the aspect of doing your laundry with ironing and the dry cleaning aspect of your, doing your laundry. For ironing, the ironing process was kind of introduced in the 1700s. It was a cast iron where they heated it in a fire and they would press the clothes with this heated up iron. Dry cleaners, it was a little bit more unclear of when this started. In the early 1800s, they would use chemicals like kerosene, chlorine, and what they use nowadays is a tetrachloride-based chemical to clean the clothes. So it really evolved over time, the different types of chemicals. And through doing my research, I found that this tetrachloride-based chemical is really, it's not good for the environment. And studies say that by the year of 2023, that they plan to ban this from the state of California, and that other states will soon to follow. So I found this interesting, thinking of kerosene to clean your clothes, like kind of drastic now. And then to go from the tetrachloride, which it seems to be a little bit more drastic, it'll be interesting to see what is to come in the future. So, new technology, go from hand washing our clothes in a stream to what we have available to us nowadays. There's washer and dryer machines now that have LCD display screens that have unimaginable amounts of capabilities, washing settings, much quicker and efficient, can be controlled through your phone wirelessly. It's amazing to see how technology has changed over time. Again, relating to my product that I hope to introduce into the market in the near future, this handheld on your right-hand side of the screen, the handheld steaming device is used to remove wrinkles from the clothing. It's just a more convenient, efficient way to iron your clothes instead of taking out your ironing board and pressing it in the old-fashioned way. There's also an ironing board that has steam dispersed through it and in the form of a press. Both of these, it just goes to show how much things have changed since using cast iron in the fire and using that to press your clothes. So just kind of talk about time consumption and how costly things can be. Again, these are just rough estimations. It varies very drastically depending on your lifestyle, your professional background. But roughly 25,000 hours out of your life will be spent washing clothes, and that's just washing them. That's not including the drying process or ironing or the time that it takes to transport your clothes to and from a dry cleaning service. Again, dry cleaning varies on your lifestyle, but roughly $500 a year can be spent on dry cleaning services. Again, it all depends on your lifestyle. If you have that need to delicately clean your clothes. And then again, this relates to my product as well, as it takes roughly 5 minutes to iron your shirt. And that may not seem like a lot of time, but if you add that up over every shirt that you iron throughout the course of a week or a month, that significantly adds up over time. So this all leads to my product idea, which is the clothing sauna. This product is hoping to eliminate the need to use your iron and dry cleaning services. It doesn't plan on eliminating the use of a washer and dryer, but it kind of can benefit and add a lot of convenience to your everyday chores having to do with doing the laundry. Again, this is a hypothetical product, but this is kind of what's led up to showing the history of how everything has evolved. I think that this product, new to the market, can really revolutionize the way that people clean their clothes and remove wrinkles from them as well. And that concludes my presentations. Is there any questions from anybody?
I don't want to get into trade secrets, but are you using a different type of material as a cleaning agent?
I just recently found out that research about tetrachloride chemicals, and so obviously if that's going to be banned in the near future, I need to find a different form of chemical that can effectively clean the clothing.
Yeah.
I have not come across that as of yet, but it is definitely something that will need to be done to be successful in that market.
Okay.
Will this set off alarms at airports?
That too, yes. That's a big concern of mine. It's a steaming device that will clean the clothes. That heating element is a big concern of mine. The two major concerns I have with the product is there's a travel size bag that will have that heating device, and bringing that through airport security is a major concern. The other concern is mildew. It's a concealed garment bag where steam will be dispersed, and it's a breeding ground for mildew. So there's chemicals, I've researched marine biology chemicals that are used to eliminate this mildew. It's used in boats, other uses where there's water in common. But those are my two biggest concerns, is mildew backup, and with this travel size garment bag, having that not being able to go through airport security.
So a few days back I shared with you a product that Whirlpool already has on the market,
Yes.
and that uses steam, and that product is also collapsible and it can be carried with a person. So how is this going to be different from that product?
It'll be different, the cleaning aspect to it. That Whirlpool product, it was collapsible and it wasn't very convenient for travel size, carrying it. But my product, it's a big emphasis on the cleaning aspect, delicately cleaning your clothes instead of just steaming them to remove any wrinkles. Any more? All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Sure. Good job.